everyone, welcome to Perspective, a show where we'll be bringing you an in-depth analysis of politics, business, technology and entertainment. My name is Fardoos Hussein, and in this fourth episode we'll be discussing whether or not Daystar University has taken time to nurture its students' talents. We'll also be having a hard-hitting interview with one of DUSA elected members. But first, our reporter Naomi Wanjiku has prepared the following report dubbed Untapped Talent, a case study of Daystar University. Take a look.
It is the wish of every student in campus to explore, discover and nurture their talents. But is that the reality for most of the students who have been in institutions of higher learning 2-3 years down the line? Some quit campus to pursue what many parents would call hobbies. The question remains, should we blame the parents or the institutions of higher learning who don't take extracurricular activities seriously? Here at Daystar University, students complain that the school doesn't provide enough resources to nurture their talents. We go to the corridors of the campus to ask students of their experiences in the different activities they have taken part in.
So the school should do something about it, because people are just so lazy and they go home.
Kwa school fees unaonanga mmelipa, but then most of the people they don't do anything. Unaambiwa field iko Athi River.
But in the Athi campus, I can say they've given it a bit of thought compared to here, because here there's really no time and no space to nurture talent.
People have to travel all the way to Athi River and back, which is tiresome. So personally, I feel like there's nothing the school is doing.
With such challenges, most students in this campus tend to give up on their talents and choose to focus on academics only, while students in other higher learning institutions get to explore and discover their talents through the extracurricular activities that their campuses offer. We asked former DUSA Vice President his take on how the campus administration can work with students to come up with a working extracurricular activity plan.
The school is not doing much good in nurturing talents, because if you look in different fields, for example in co-curriculum activity like sports and other things, they are doing less, because you find in Nairobi here we are lacking even the place we can do our practices and what we can produce to the field. So you find most of the time the talents are not being nurtured the way I think they should.
Even with all these challenges that the students in this campus face, the incoming DUSA Sports Secretary, Anthony Baki, believes that there is need for improvement.
It's not something that they have at heart at the moment, because they're not seeing how it will benefit them. So the support at the moment is very, very low, and we hope for the best as the new government, of which is us, comes into action. Yeah.
For Perspective News, I'm Naomi Wanjiku.
Hello and welcome to Face-to-Face segment on Perspective. My name is Fardoos Hussein, and today I'm joined by Dennis Omwenga, the current Secretary for Clubs and Association. Karibu sana, Dennis. My first question to you would be, do you think that the school is doing enough to make sure that they nurture the students' talents?
Not angry personally, I would say that we are lacking proper structures need to make students active in school. For instance, what is the need for in clubs, many other aspects that the government is yet to put in place. I believe by the end of our term we'll be able to see the proactiveness and activeness.
I'm aware that there are 12 clubs in Daystar University, especially here in Valley Road campus, but only 6 are active. So what are you going to do to ensure that the other 6 that are not active are active also?
First of all, what I plan to do in my tenure as student government is to provide an avenue, a conducive environment, platform. That means financial. And secondly, information. I am planning to link clubs with organizations, corporate organizations, career-related companies. Actually, people who have been in these clubs before, who are making it out there, making a difference in society. I'm looking forward to bring them back to schools, to talk to students, to empower them, to give them a hope to continue whichever club they are in. And also I want to sustain clubs by having a way of self reliance, in that clubs are able to generate their income, not necessarily relying on the government income. They can do one or two things to raise income. Networking activities, for instance, is one of the things I mentioned in one of the pillars of our manifesto. And through such activities of raising funds, the clubs will be able to sustain themselves, and in regard of that, be able to cater for their members in terms of rewards such as certificates, such as t-shirts. And of course, clubs are very, very popular in any institution, especially in university. So it's something I'm going to take seriously. Of course, this government takes it seriously, and we believe that that is a good way of nurturing talents and, of course, skills.
There's an allegation that the school is not doing as much to ensure that the students are comfortable, especially with participating in extracurricular activities. Would you agree or disagree to that allegation as the DUSA Secretary for Clubs?
I'm still trying to figure out where the bottleneck is. I wouldn't say the school. Perhaps the problem has been leadership. Okay. Perhaps the problem has been the students themselves. But these are things we are going to lay down together with my committee. We will be able to solve them out very soon.
There's also another allegation that students do not participate in co-curricular activities here in Valley Road campus. Would you agree to that allegation, or are you also going to disagree with that allegation?
Yes, I will agree to such allegations. But still, again, not to put the blame on the students, because at the end of the day, as a common student, the question I'll ask myself is what is in it for me? And if there's nothing in it for me, then that means I have no reason whatsoever to participate in a club or an activity that has no benefit for me. So clubs have been dominant, that's the truth. And there's nothing they have to offer to students. So these are things we are looking into. They will have a level, or rather provide a platform that has benefit to the common student.
This is cool.
This is amazing. At the heart of Kenya are its people. Warm and inviting, they embody a culture so rich that it can be traced back to our earliest ancestors. Here on the sweeping savannah of the Masai Mara, the scarlet-cloaked Masai live a lifestyle that has remained unchanged for centuries. It's an absolute privilege to see how these people have been living for so long. And it's an experience you really can't get anywhere else. With a passion for song and a very distinctive style of dance, the Maasai are a warm and friendly people that will welcome you with open arms and stay in your heart forever.
Welcome back to our favorite segment, the Hyperlocal Report. And in this last episode, we invite a Daystar student to talk about whether or not Daystar University has nurtured its student talent. Take a look.
Good morning to you. I'm Moses Musembi. The question is, has Daystar University taken time to nurture talents of students in here? My own opinion, I'll say that no, because the clubs are not serious, and the people who are given the mandate to own the clubs, the person is not taking the serious with the clubs. So people go home, others go to the labs and spend a lot of time. So if we'll get someone who very serious with the clubs, the students' talents will be nurtured in Yale University. I have friends who have also the opinion. I'll go to the first one. How are you?
I'm good, sir.
How do you say about the opinion?
My opinion, Daystar as for me, it has helped us so much because we have also the band equipment in school. We have one of the best teachers who is training, I think, in the Sakata, the thing, how to sing people. And also we have things like in the Ad River campus, we have people where people are dancing, people are usually being taught how to do some things and socialize with people.
Thank you. Have the second person. What do you say about the opinion?
I think this university nurtures talents pretty much well. Probably because we have a swimming pool somewhere. People like us go swimming. We swim, we train, and yeah, it's good at nurturing talents. Like the more I train, the more I learn how to swim. I can one day participate in the Olympics. Thank you.
I have the third person. What do you say about the same idea?
What I can say about Daystar University, Daystar University has nurtures student talent by we have sporting facilities such as the field where students go and practice football and nurture their talent, and also a swimming pool where students go and practice how to swim. Yeah, so Daystar University nurtures students talent.
I also have the last person. What do you say about the idea?
For me, I say no because some of the clubs in the school they are not that active, like the sports club and clubs like music. For me, they are not all that active, so that's why I say no.
That is the idea of all students and people I did an interview with. That is all the opinion of every student. Yes, thank you very much.
We have finally come to the end of this edition where we're talking about whether or not Daystar University has taken time to nurture its students' talent. My quote for this week would be, live, love, and laugh. I have been your host for Perspective Show. My name is Fardos Hussain. Have a blessed week.